Hello and welcome. In this video, we will walk through an Ansible project that automates Netplan configuration on a Ubuntu server. It can be one, it can be multiple Ubuntu servers, but the idea is the same. You will see how our directory layout, direct variable management, inventory definition, and templated network setup, making your deployments repeatable and secure. So let's get started. So this that you see here is our project or directory structure. So let's explain what each file does. The first file is the vault.yaml file under the directory groups, group-vars, and then all. This vault file stores sensitive data encrypted with Ansible Vault. Sensitive data can be things like API keys, passwords, private SSH keys, and so on. In my case, it's a password. It's the password of the user that's going to log in on this remote server and run the automated task. The second file is this file, servers.yaml. This file defines common variables for all hosts in the servers group, like default interface name, DNS servers, and gateway address. This centralizes shared configuration to reduce duplication. Let's have a look at this file. So as you can see here, we have the interface name, which is ENS33. DHCP is false because we are going to be using static IP addressing. And then the addresses we are going to use. In our case, we will start with just one server. So this is the IP address we will be using. This is the gateway. And these are the DNS servers we will be using. The next file is hosts.ini. This is the Ansible inventory listing the managed machines, specifies each host's IP and SSH user. Let's have a look at this file. So as you can see here, I am managing or I am like declaring my Ubuntu server with the Ansible user that I'm going to be using. Ansible become true. This means that we allow it to run things as with higher privileges. And Ansible become method is sudo. And as you can see here, instead of putting the password here after these parameters, I chose to do it in a secure way and put the password in the vault. And this is the utility of the vault. The next file we have is the site.yaml file. This is the top level playbook that ties everything together. It targets the servers, escalates privileges if necessary, and includes the netplan-config role, which we will see later. It also references group and vault variables automatically via the group_vars. The next file we will look at is the main.yaml file under roles, netplan-config, and tasks. This file contains the steps to deploy the Netplan configuration. It renders this Jinja2 template file into this 01 ansible config.yaml file and then runs the netplan apply command here to activate the new network settings. And as you can see here, the owner of this tasks is the Mr. H01 user, which is a sudo on our server. The next file we have is the netplan.yaml.g2, which is under roles netplan-config and then templates. This Jinja2 template for the netplan YAML file, it pulls in variables for interface name, static IP, gateway, and name servers. The curly braces that you see here are Jinja2 style placeholders that are meant to be filled in dynamically, often by tools like Ansible and Cloud Init. And in our case, it's Ansible. The interface name placeholder here is the placeholder for the actual interface name, like ENS33. And this is going to be replaced when the template is rendered. Same goes for the addresses and gateway placeholders, and also name servers. So this is a quick look at our project structure and the role of each file. To run our Ansible playbook, we use the command ansible-playbook with the option -i to specify the hosts.ini file. And remember, hosts.ini file or the inventory file specifies the list of target machines where the playbook should run. In our case, it's just one machine for the moment. Then we have the site.yaml file, which is the playbook file containing tasks, roles, and configurations to apply to the target machines. The option --check runs the playbook in check mode, or also known as dry run. It simulates the changes without actually applying them, which is great for testing what would happen. The option --ask vault prompts you to enter the Ansible Vault password, because when I created the vault, I created it with a password. So in order to get my passwords from the vault, of course, I need to provide the vault password. And this is what we wanted. We wanted to add security to our playbook. When we run this command, Ansible is going to read the hosts.ini file to find the target machines. Then it loads site.yaml to see what tasks should be executed. Then it asks for the vault password to decrypt and any protected content. Then it simulates the execution of tasks without making changes, showing what would be modified. So let's try this. Let's try to run this command or simulate. As you can see, it's asking for the vault password. I'm going to provide it. Now it's simulating the playbook. And as you can see here, it says changed equals 1, which means that the simulation was successful. It's also saying skipped because it did not really apply the changes, it skipped them. So in order to really run the playbook now, we will remove check and we run the command again. As you can see here, we have an error. The error says the requested handler restart network was not found in either the main handler list or in the listening handlers list. So the reason this is happening is because we are telling Ansible to restart the network after applying Netplan. But Ansible looks through your handlers or the list of handlers and says, I don't see any handler called restart network. So to fix this, we need to define a handler named restart network. So let's edit the main.yaml file and let's add here our restart network handler. So this is the definition: name restart network, become yes, service is networking, and the state is restarted. Let's try this. Actually, I think this is not the proper way to do this. So let's do this properly. Let's remove this, save this file. Then let's create a directory called handlers and create a file called main.yaml. Uh, yeah, this is giving me an error because the parent does not exist. So we'll provide -b to create the parent if it does not exist. Then let's say vi this file. Let's edit it. And then now we have created our main.yaml file under handlers. Let's save this. And let's run our command again and see if it works. Of course, it's going to ask for the it says playbook site.yaml cannot be found because I'm not in the like root directory of my project. One more step, yeah, and then let's run it again. Vault password. And yes, now it works. Now it's able to find the handler restart network, and now it's running. And you see how powerful this is. So that's a wrap. You have seen how each file in our Ansible project collaborates to deliver a secure, parameterized Netplan setup on a Ubuntu server. Everything is prepared to scale. Just add hosts to the hosts.ini file and adjust your group variables, and you are good to go. Thank you for watching and happy automating.